Hello. I just popped on live after Karen's nice chat, amusing chat on her channel today. So I just thought I better show what I picked up before it all gets packed away. Basically, hope everyone's well. It's been a wet old week. I am fed up with getting wet. It's just as well I don't shrink in the wash, because every time I set foot outside the house, steroids. At least it can't make my hair any worse. So, what did I find? I kind of went out today and I went out yesterday, so I'll show you a bit of everything. Not a huge amount of jewellery, Lex, I have to say. Right, I'm trying to think what I have shown you, what I haven't. Oh, hello, L33 Mrs. Hello, Jewellery Sales. Hello. Nice to see you. Not much in the way of jewellery today. This was from yesterday's. I just went round a couple of shops because I wanted to get out and about. These are glass beads, and they're really rather nice, sort of flapper length. There we go. Some of these shops were charging quite meaty amounts. Oh, hello, Mrs. Hello, Carla. But for 50p, I thought, why not? What I won't do is pay £3 or £4 for them because there's not enough margin in them. And the other little bit of jewellery I got is a very basic. It's a flat link bracelet, vintage, not branded, but it was only 85p, which is a strange amount for a charity shop. I think at one time it would have been a lot more goldy, but because it's kind of worn off in an even fashion, it's all right. Oh, sorry, my teeth really hurt me today. Well, not my teeth, my brace. Right. So, today I went to a charity shop I haven't been to in a long, long while. I think I mistimed it slightly because they hadn't quite put all the new clothes out. So I might have to go back another time. Most things for £2, which I'm because our charity shops normally are horribly expensive. I've decided that I'm going to try and fill my boots with stuff while it's £2, because I know as the season rolls on and they're not drowning in stock so much and things steady down, their prices are going to go back up. So I'm kind of like, need to trough now and get stuff while it's cheap. This actually is real leather suede, actually. It's real suede. It's a man's waistcoat. It's a bit hipsterish, isn't it? Very hipsterish. But at £2, it's not branded, but it just felt really nice. I wouldn't say it's a quick flip. I've actually sold a couple of things to film studios lately, so I'm assuming there's a bit of an upswing in film production at the moment because restrictions are getting easier, and I guess they've got a bit of catching up to do with shooting film, so I'm assuming that's what's happened. Right, I'll put things there. There was that. This was £2. I was quite pleased to find this. It literally went out and I grabbed it. Oh, hello, Anne. Hi, Andrea. I like this bag. Now, it's not really me, but it's very hippish and it happens to be Fossil. The Americans go on about Fossil. They really like it. See, it's on there. This has got a detachable handle and a grab bag. And it's nice. I mean, it's very nicely made. I can see why there's a bit of fuss about Fossil. It has this thing on the inside. And for £2, I think there's some money in that. I like these clicky things. Have you, Lex? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I know things are on the uptrend. I've got several friends who work in the industry in various capacities, and they are getting to be stonkingly busy. I really like that for £2. That couldn't come to me fast enough. Like, oh, yeah, thank you. The thing is, they were just putting out new bric-a-brac and this sort of thing, and I heard them say, once we've done this, we'll do the clothes. But I really couldn't hang around for much longer because I would have been loitering with intent to purchase. But the chap who runs this one is a new manager because it was a lady before, and I know she was retiring. And he's lovely. He loves resellers. So I'll be cultivating him. I'll go back and see him next week. Making a pile. I don't know exactly how much money's in that, but I know Fossil does quite well. It is good to be asked, isn't it, Lex? Paid a whole pound for this. This I picked up partly for me, but actually I may very well resell it. It is like a writing set, and it comes with these cards, which are inspired apparently by Russian, what does it say now? A fragment of Russian embroidery. It's complete, there's none missing, and it comes with a sheet of stickers, also unused, and 5 sheets of wrapping paper. I just like the colourway on it, and I thought, you know what? If it doesn't sell, I'll use it. I'll use it for, you know, I'll use it, I'm sure. Oh, Josh is in. Oh, hello, Josh. Yes, seen you've been purchasing lately. My, the money's been flying. Yeah, good on you. It takes bravery to spend lots of money. I try to not pay up for things, but then try and get high value for them. That's the tricky bit. This cost me a whole English pound. One whole English pound. Now, I saw this. Doesn't look much, but when you realise what it is, this is like lucite. Can't really see for the. And it's got a real crab in it. There. It's got a shell. And it's got a real fish in it. I mean, ew. That was a fish. It's coral, shells. And it's kind of been. It looks like someone made it in a plastic bag, if you know what I mean. So it's got cut. Anyway, I just thought for a pound it was too weird and too cool. There are people who like these. It's obviously of its. You're now very poor, Josh. Not for long. Not once that stuff starts selling. It was weird, and I like things like this because it's a bit different. So who knows? As you can see, it's quite yellowy. I don't know if it started off being yellowy or whether it went more yellowy because it's old. I'm not sure. I mean, the blue's still quite blue, so. But I mean, you know, a real crab. And that fish, I mean, it's pretty gross. Here we go. It's like someone caught a minnow out of a stream and just, I mean, the process of making it though is like, ugh. Very, very strange. Very strange, but kind of cool and a bit kitsch. Yes, I think it was very much a thing in the 60s and 70s where you could make things, but this is very, there's a lot in this. It's not like a tiny, it is a bit freaky, Lex, yes, and that's why I liked it. I like freaky. Weird and wonderful. 2 easy picks. We all know that these do fairly well. Leather, flatted belt. One is, they cost me £1 each. One was accessorise, 100% leather. So that's nice. They're you know, these things turn over for me quite well, and because there's so little outlay in them, and they're easy to store. So that was a rather nice one from accessorise. And then, unusually, a red one. This was the one I saw first. Now, did they charge me cheap for this? Well, I don't mind. I don't mind they charge me cheap for that one because it is actually Hobbs. And anything with a Hobbs brand on it tends to go well. It is a nice quality belt. I can just see a little fault there. That's annoying. I wonder if I can. I can probably do a bit of a repair there because that will tuck back under. I can glue it. So yeah, that's fine. Oh, hello, Christine. Put that on my to-do pile. That's an easy fix. Right. What else did I get? Okay, for £2. It's good to get the labels off them, isn't it? Oh, Anne's in. Hi, yeah. This was very unusual. Oh, because it comes in two. Why does it come in 2 parts? Just checking this out to make sure I've got this right. Okay, looks like there's an underskirt. Yeah, they are part of the same thing. The reason I picked it up is polka dots never really go out of style. It's a summer skirt with pockets in the front. It's polka dot, and it's Noah. Now this is a funny little plastic thing. But I find that Noah is a rare find. And this is presumably a vintage. I mean, I would imagine it's probably from the 90s or noughties. There we go. So I keep those two bits together. Very, very strange. There we go. So a nice skirt, and you get that underneath. So, you know, none of this stuff, and I have been terribly spoiled with having these shops that have done £2, is I just won't pay out anymore. Because things that you think are going to earn you lots of money turn out not to be. And some things you think, well, maybe that'll be all right. And you look it up and it's like, oh, most of the places I go to, and this shop is no exception, there's a couple I go to, have absolutely no signal. So I can't check comps on things. I have to go by intuition. I have to do the same at boot fairs. I very rarely get my phone out and actually look something up. Just don't have the time. So I'm going on gut instinct, and to be fair, that's how I learn better. Now this is a bit of a sparkly thing. There you go. Big old jumper, but it's a thin knit one. People are going to need these. They're staycations, and it's a nice brand. It's Whistles, and it's in very, very good order. Just a couple of little snaggy bits, but nothing major. And it's that metallized fabric. So I think someone will like that. Again, all £2. Oh, hello, Claire Vickers from sunny Norfolk. In fact, the sun has tried to come out here because I'm indoors, you see. If I were to go outside, it would start raining. I can promise you. Now, I picked this up more for its, again, £2, more for its style than the brand. It is a Lexon, which has a certain following, but it's a velvet. I mean, it's sort of hideous from the point of view of I certainly wouldn't wear it, but it's got these sort of hooks, nice velvet colour buttons. It's well made, and oops, one of the buttons is coming loose. But again, the sort of thing that people want to pop over a dress, bit of bright colour. And again, now how can they do this? You get a jacket with pockets, and the pockets are about 1 inch deep. Why don't they think women like pockets? I love pockets. So there we go, sort of pop over. So blue is definitely the thing at the moment. I can't help but buy things in blue because I think they're so nice. A little pin dish that cost me £1. Now this is Iden, which is rye pottery. Oh, and the label's stuck to it. Yuck. You'll know the backside of it because it's Rye in Sussex, very near me actually. I know it's a beautiful place, absolutely stunning, but it's very mid-century. And it's only a pin dish, but they go for reasonable money. So I didn't mind that. I'll have to get the gunk off it, but there we go. Put that there. I have a slight towering mountain of things. And is this the last thing from this morning? Yeah, from today. These were £2. And again, I picked them up because they look quite nice quality. It's a little pair of shoes. I'm trying not to get so many shoes because I've got a lot. And I'm beginning to go off selling them because people keep saying, oh, I want to return them. It's like, well, I put the size in. If you know the brand. These are basically brand new because there's still a sticker on the foot. And I'm pretty sure this is a decent brand. These are leather lined. They're those sort of shoes that will stretch out eventually. Yeah. Big thing on the front, big pom-pom. Nice for dancing around a meadow of a summer's eve. But the make is Sergio Tozzi. You may not be able to see it. Sergio Tozzi. And it was more the sort of style of them. I quite often sell metallic tone things. I've just spotted a bit of something on there, so we'll get that off. I wonder what that is. You know how you just kind of grab things? Oh, that will come off. It's going to need a little bit more work. Someone's just walked into something clearly. But anyway, it's still perfectly doable. So that was what I picked up today. And then there's just a couple of bits from the other day I can show. Yeah, I do like rye pottery. Very, very cute. And other little bits and pieces. There we go. This was also £2, I think. Hate these darn tags. This was just a little bag from Glen Almond, which is tweed. This is in a kind of heather colour, of course. There's not so much money in these as I thought, but I did sell one for decent money not so long ago. So I'm kind of hopeful. Who knows? It's a nice little size bag anyway. Oops. No. Put it in there. This I picked up. It was £1. Well, I'm not picking up much in the way of blazers and things. I just picked this one up because it's very country, classic British job. It's vintage, and it was quite a good size. Don't know the labels. Obviously, people who made it, JD Golding. But for £1 and being in good order, I thought, well, you know, I sell it for 15. I'm doing like yes, pottery. Or St Albans. There we go. This might have been specially made for somebody. March 95. I would have sworn that was. I suppose it's still vintage technically, but I would have thought it was much older than that. But that is quite a decent size, and actually it's quite long. You could sometimes get a big jacket and it has really short sleeves on it, but this is made for someone who's taller, which, God, that's the most enormous wasp. So it's just hovering. He was kind of trying to give the little spider that nests outside my window the eye. But that was very odd. In fact, the spider's now disappeared completely. Right. I picked up this umbrella, and not because it was raining. This is quite. God, go in. Hang on. I just find these things difficult to put back together. Well, I did get that to go back in itself not so long ago. It's a nicely made one. It's a Soprani Luciano. It's a kind of reasonably good brand. Make perfume and high-end stuff. It's in a nice paisley colour. And well, you know, umbrellas can do all right. I'm thinking of showing you some of these bits. Yeah, I have shown you those bits. And I've shown you those bits. Ooh. This I picked up because it intrigued me. I did pay £2 for it. And I thought it was glass when I picked it up because the glaze is so thick. But it's really like fat lava sort of thing. What puzzled me is, and I've been researching this and come up with nothing so far, is this little symbol, if I get it the right way up, is actually a volcano. Can I find who that maker is? Can I bugger it? I really can't seem to find it. I love the deep rich red colour of that. It's just a pin dish. It's not an ashtray. But it's just so cool. I mean, just cool. I love it. So more research needed for that. And then I thought £3 English. I picked this up. Again, I liked it, hand painted. This is on the ones you see on the American channels. It's a thing called Tornola. There's Tornola, Mexico there. Irandi, Tornola, Mexico. Again, they don't seem to go for a great deal. But just a lovely thing. I just thought how nicely made it was. Obviously vintage. Yeah, I liked it. Sometimes I buy things because I like them. Hang on, quick swig of water. Whoa. 50 quid for a bar. Now that's what my charity shops are like, a lot of them. They'll put horrendous prices on things. It's like, nope, not today. I don't think I showed these. I'm getting a bit out of whack with things. Can't remember. Really, I only paid a couple of quid for this. This is silver. They hadn't realised, not only is it silver, but the quite long chain that goes with it is silver. All tradition thing, yes. Oh yes. We like an all tradition thing. So it's more silver. There's a little tile. This I picked up for £1 because they hadn't realised that this was silver either. And it is just a little snake chain, but I'm sure I'm quite happy to pick up things like that because I come across pendants sometimes that don't have a chain, and it's always handy to have. So I love it when they miss things. I love it when they miss things. Now, in terms of what I've shown you, what I've not shown you, I'm pretty sure I've shown you all of that. So that's it. That really is it. I can't see anything else. You know how you always think you've bought more? You think, sure, I've got something somewhere. But no. For me to wear, I tend to wear silver. The only bit of gold I wear is my ankh, and I bought that many, many years ago. It's now considered vintage, as am I. In Egypt, that's my ankh, and I bought it. But everything else is silver and tends to be my finds or gifts. Yeah, I love silver. I find it easier to wear. Yeah, whoopie things. What's squeaking? Might be something under the desk. That sounds very ominous, doesn't it? Probably my chair. We're all vintage. Yes, there's been a lot of shopping and work going on. People taking trees down and trimming bushes and other such lovely things. It's been very noisy around here lately. I still have 2 cars. I still have the Bessie B, a camper van. I still have her and just acquired her. But Effie is being sold. I have sold the car, and I'm waiting for money transfer and arrangement of pickup, which should happen this week. So that means I'm down 1 car, which is a good thing, because in all seriousness, I don't need 2. I feel kind of guilty to have 2 cars sitting around taking up parking spaces. I'm entertaining the idea of trying out the camper, possibly over half term for a couple of days, and hoping that the weather eases off a bit so that we might actually be able to enjoy it. So I will say tappy bye to you all. There you go, Christine, see ahead of me. Yeah, it'll be during the week in half term. I just want to make sure that I've taken account of everything and that everything works, and if it doesn't, we're only up the road in very local. And if we go away sometime in that half term, that will do, just for 2 nights, just to give it a go. Try the electric hookup, try how, make sure I'm comfortable with it, because I put the bed down just to see how it went the other day. I couldn't get it back up again. It's like, I'm not a weakling, and I'm pulling this thing. Ended up with hubby coming up, naturally having to sort of put his back into it. And so yeah, so I've got to work that out. Otherwise I'll be left with the bed permanently down. I won't be able to put it back up again. Road trip, Bristol, it's going to be on the cards. Wales, the world. Definitely want to do it. I do have to fit it in around family commitments, etc. I haven't even filled her up with petrol yet. She's very nearly empty. She's literally sort of like slurping on the last bit of the straw. It's about Bridgend, wrong, Josh. Bristol, Bridgend. Hopefully, well, they're all down that part of the country, and I say down that way because it's a long way from sunny Kent. It will be fabulous. It will be so nice to see people, especially those I have not seen in a long while. It would be an absolute delight. So here's hoping, but at least I've got to know how to Devon, yes. Good. So it's Devon, Wales. Yeah, Bristol, Devon. No, it's Somerset, isn't it? Is it Bristol and Avon? Oh dear, I know where it is. I just don't know what it's called. I've been down there before, haven't I, Carla? So I know where you live. Even Josh, well, he's not far from you, is he? Him and his farm. Oh dear, not his farm, it's the garden centre, isn't it? Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, as soon as I know I can handle the beast and manage all of her functions, then I will be thinking, right, road trip. I've already been bagged in, is it June? With Becky, Witchy Becky. The witch is in. We've already planned a weekend. Is it a weekend? Just for a small gathering. So that'll be fun. She knows her way around a camper van as well because she used to have one. So that'll be handy. So yeah, looking forward to it. I'm waffling now, aren't I? I'm wasting all of your time when you're working so hard. I will see thee anon. Anyone else wants to go live? Because I've got some item specifics I need to update, I think. So you all take care of yourselves. Happy hunting. Go and find some lovely bits and pieces. Get them listed. Get them sold. And then go and buy some more. So I will see you all soon. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.